I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. We're gonna drink a fine whiskey and smoke a really fine cigar.
It is time for happy hour. It is the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigars, spirits, the stories that go along with it. I'm Jamie Flanagan.
This guy next to me is August Kitchen.
Oh, I'm blessed to be sitting here with handsome Matt Fox.
Thank you, sir. How are you,
buddy?
And we are blessed. We are all very, very blessed to be in one of the finest, oldest, coolest establishment in the city limits and beyond.
The crown jewel of the east side of Detroit.
Without a
For
doubt.
sure.
We're at the Cadieux Cafe.
Yes. Wonderful Cadieux Cafe. It's
yes.
in a neighborhood that I grew up in as a child. I used to ride my bike up to this place and
I'm an East Side boy.
have cheeseburgers and stuff with my dad.
I was a 7 in Van Dyke, but I hung with all the Grosse Pointe boys. So, yeah, it was a good time. So, but yeah, with us, owner John Rutherford. John, welcome to the Man Cave.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
Or thanks for letting the Man Cave be in your space, actually.
No problem.
That's a busy Sunday for you. We got the big band in the big room on a Sunday, last Sunday of the month, right?
Speaking of famous Eastsiders, RJ Spangler's Planet D No Net.
Oh,
Nice.
Starting here in about an hour. 4 o'clock.
Nice.
Yeah, that your restaurant will be jammed for that. It always is. I've been here for a few times for that.
So now the Cadieux Cafe has a long, storied history. You're newer to the game,
Yes.
probably about 8 years?
7.
7, all right. I knew it was in
2019.
ballpark there. How far back does the cafe go?
Well, you know, the paperwork isn't great.
Sure.
But the late 20s, early 30s.
Nice.
The feather bowling started in 1933. We know that for sure. And there's probably some better historians to talk about that type of stuff, like Jerry Lemanow, who does, we have all those drawings of the league champs.
League champs, yes.
Jerry has a good knowledge and grasp of the history.
We should say we're actually in the lanes right now.
Yeah, you hear the noise
going around. You hear the balls hitting walls all around.
That scared the bejesus out of me. I'm not used to it. Yeah.
What do you actually call what they roll?
Stones.
Stones.
Stones,
So
yes.
there's a lot of rolling stones happening.
There you go.
I'm in the beer league on Tuesday nights. We just call them wheels or balls.
Yeah.
But they are. Yeah, I mean,
Keep
Tim
it simple.
knows. Two of my league mates are here. I actually have a sanctioned league game at 4 o'clock today.
Oh, nice.
Do you really?
A makeup game, which is why we chose that you do this today.
Yeah.
So have a game that
So
counts.
2 birds, 1 stone.
That's right.
Get it? Stone.
Yeah.
You see that?
Oh,
You see that?
no, that's it. There you go.
But really quick, though, it was originally a Belgian grocery store.
Oh,
And then during Prohibition, they started serving, drinks, I think, out of the basement or
Nice.
something. And then at some point, it morphed into the Cadieux Cafe, I think, circa in the 50s, maybe.
This was a Belgian neighborhood. I
Yes.
grew up just west of here, and the pigeon racing was a big deal in this
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Everyone would run the pigeons. You'd see them flying around the whole area. I went to St. Jude just down the road, and you would see them flying around. This was like the feather, and the feather bowling were always pigeon feathers.
Pigeon coops
Out of their coops.
were on the roof.
Yeah.
Still there.
No, it's not.
Oh, darn.
But, sadly, not making light of it, but so I bought it from Ron DeVos and Paul.
Right. Yeah.
All good friends of mine.
Ron's
Rest in peace, Ron.
father died of a lung disease brought about from the pigeon
From
feces.
pigeon
Oh,
shit?
good
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh, my
Man.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry I brought it
Death
up.
by pigeon shit?
Well, I mean, there's a scientific name for the.
Right.
Sucks.
It's called no thank you phobia. That's what that is.
Yeah, it sucks. But so a long storied history. People love this place, and then there's new owners. Everybody's like, "Fuck, new owner, they're gonna mess it up. What are these clowns doing?"
Yeah.
And you've made some changes, but you've stayed true to a lot of the Cadieux Cafe.
That's been the goal.
Glory.
Just enhance the experience as much as we can, and keep the building from falling. It's an old building. So that's really, I mean, most of what we've done has been infrastructure. A lot of stuff you don't even see in the basement, on the roof, electrical work, plumbing work. But we're hoping at some point to expand off to the side over here.
You do have
And we're gonna add-
quite a lot of room over here.
The biggest thing being
Yeah.
new restrooms over here.
Oh, hey.
Okay. All right.
Well, there's just so much charm and history in these Pistons with that trough in there. I mean, come on, how can you change the restrooms, John? I know
that stadium.
you can make the women's
Tiger
room
Stadium
much nicer.
trough down there. Yeah.
So what year was it that you actually came into Cadieux Cafe?
2019.
In 2019?
Yeah, January, I think 16th was the.
So this is still kind of new for you. If
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about it too, it's like, it's been roughly 7 years, but we were closed for. We didn't do a lot of the 25% during COVID. Like we just waited till it was 50% and above. So we were closed probably of the 7 years. I mean, we've owned it.
Wow. Okay.
For 2 periods of about 6 months each. I think that we did. We just kind of.
You just kind of weathered the
Laid
storm,
low.
and then
rather to figure out how much money you're going to lose a month, rather than like not the uncertainty and being caught with stock and having to do the curbside thing. It just was a lot of effort for.
And at the whole time, you have a day job.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a musician. I play the trombone. I've started working professionally probably when I was about 12 or 13 years old.
Yeah.
I actually used to get hired to be a ringer at Bishop Gallagher when I was in grade school down the street here at St. Clair.
So when we were here a couple years ago with the Zim's Vodka guys, I think we spoke with you. Who have you played with the trombone?
I've been fortunate to play with a lot of really great bands and musicians. Most notably for Detroiters would be Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band.
Oh my God,
you toured with him for years, didn't you?
Yeah, did over 300 shows, maybe 350 shows since 2006 was when we joined. And then
my memory is sparking here from this conversation. Already.
We'll link the Zims interview in the comments below because that was a good interview too. So the menu here, right? The menu. That's something people love because you had a very unique menu, the beer selections, and you've kept true to that for the most part as well.
Yes, yeah. We
what's the big item that everybody loves?
Mussels.
Oh, it's the mussels.
Mussels.
They have the Mussel Beach Festival in the summertime now.
That Ron and Paul started. Yeah, we carried that on, and that's always a lot of fun over Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I mean, when the leaguers that have been here for a long time, when John took it over and he had part of the time, now you're by yourself, right? It's just you?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, he had a part of the time, and changes were made, and everyone's getting nervous. And then we saw the changes.
Yeah.
And then we saw as simple as that railing right there along the side of the lane. Yep.
That
keeps people from walking across the lanes and making it a mess when we're playing. It was
hitting the ankle with a stone too.
Yeah. And then the garage door here behind us. This whole beer garden has been
God, the whole
brickwork. Oh yeah, the brickwork was all redone. I mean, you cleaned it once, it looked great. You knew it was going to get dirty within 6 months, and now you couldn't tell they're bricks now. But it's just the natural dust.
That's the big thing at the Cadieux is dealing with dust from the lanes.
Oh, the dust.
So that's why people why don't you tear down the wall? You can.
You would pass health department mustard.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
You got to separate church and state at some point.
Good point.
All right, so John, for the Man Cave, tell us a little bit about the beer selections and what you've done with the beer and spirits selections.
Sure, we have about 2 to 3 dozen Belgian imports.
Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of which,
August is enjoying a Chimay right now.
We're gonna get
I've
into
never
that.
had Chimay.
There's 3 different offerings we have.
You
August
Chimay
probably knows-
have
I
one in
don't
a
drink it.
minute.
I don't drink it much.
so you only have the red in stock right now.
Oh,
the
we do?
blue
Okay.
Grand Reserve is my favorite, but this is just
Are you
damn
calling
delicious.
out our manager?
No, it just means it's really good, and
No,
if people
and-
drink it.
and
At $20 a bottle, it still flies off the shelf.
It can be hard to get too.
Yeah.
$20 a bottle.
But
you
it's made
said?
by the monks. At the what's the monastery in Belgium? They also
there's a bunch of them.
make cheese.
They're the Trappist
Trappist monks.
Yes.
They also make cheese, which is great. And the recipes, of course, go back. What's the year on here? Is it on here?
18.
I think it's older than that.
Oh, wow, that smells amazing.
That's a
hold on.
flavorful
Let's
smell.
find it here.
They're
There it is. 1862.
They're
All right.
malty. They have,
1862?
There's also a lot of sour Belgians. They have a few of them here that are fruited sours, Flemish ales. They're delicious.
Was it
The
Lindemans?
Petrus and a few of those I enjoy. The Deliriums are great beer. They're all monk, except for your Feather Bowler Double,
Yes.
which is made by our friends at Dragon Meat.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And
So
with
this
the
is-
recipe created by rest in peace Brad Etheridge, our
That's my
friend.
former Feather Bowling teammate.
Mhm.
Yeah, buddy Brad. His recipe.
I was talking about the lambics. Yeah, we have the lambics, the Lindemans. The amazing thing about the Belgian beers is there's so many styles and flavors. and I found this out, is that they have no wine region there really. There's a small area of the Port of France where they can make wine, but that's why the monks made all these different types of beers, because they didn't have wine.
Well, they had nothing else to do except make beer,
right,
and pray.
Oh, these are nice. This is tasty.
Is it? So I love Belgian beers, but they will make me fart my brains out tomorrow. There's something about Belgian yeast that just does it. It just
also this is not gluten free.
Tomorrow I'm just gonna let it rip.
Did I hear you? This is not gluten free.
It is not gluten free.
It's thick. It's chewy. It's almost chewy. It's I'm enjoying.
It's not quite. It's just. These are the beers that my family always does a Chimay at Thanksgiving.
I started looking at it with this clear
my brother and
Stella.
my dad.
So for me, this is chewy.
All right. So about as Belgium as I've ever been with beer would be Fat Tire. That's about as Belgium as I've ever gotten with beer would be Fat Tire.
What about Stella? You've probably had Stella, right?
Oh, I'm drinking it already.
Yeah,
I was waiting for that one.
Is it Belgian too?
Yeah.
Oh, fair play.
Oh, I thought it was French.
Pretty sure
something.
Well,
all right. Dr. Foley has something in our pocket.
I'll always drink a Stella, but as far as Belgian beer, I'm not really well versed, and this is amazing.
Yeah, the Chimays are great.
August, you made a good call.
Well, I knew what to go to. To impress my podcast mates here.
What is the APV on that? The alcohol content.
I should be right there.
Where are we at?
7%.
7? All right.
That's
nice.
Yeah.
That's
not bad. Some of these can be super high. Some of these Belgian doubles and triples,
like you say, it's not quite a kick in the dick, but you know you're drinking.
Deliriums are really high in alcohol content. Yes, absolutely.
The Le Fin du Monde.
Now
that's brewed in Quebec.
That's Quebec. Yeah, it's Montreal-based Belgian beer.
Yeah, but it's good. It's really good. It's like a award-winning. That's like I think a 9 or 10%.
So there is a question that we forgot to ask, Jamie.
Oh my God! Yeah, we did.
You guys know. As soon as I said that, you know exactly.
Should we do it together?
Please
should do it. All right,
August
on 3. 1, 2, 3. Tell us about your childhood.
That's always my first question, and I didn't do it. It's because of the Zims interview. I know you.
Yeah,
I was here, and I lived through that. I just wanted to get. To the beer.
That's when to get.
Can you tell me about my childhood?
Yeah. This one's short.
So, are you a born and bred Detroit guy?
Yeah, grew up in Grosse Pointe Park,
right,
Berkshire, and my mom's still over there. My dad passed last May. Went to St. Clair, Monte Falco Catholic grade school up the street.
Yep.
And then high school at UD Jesuit.
Oh, right on.
You are a Detroit boy. I love that.
And then music school in Boston, then at U of M, and then started traveling a lot and lived overseas and played in some different orchestras.
We're overseas, like Europe.
I spent some time mostly in Asia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Tokyo.
Is that where you're getting your trombone chops from?
I was a freelancer essentially, so hopping from project to project. I was fortunate. I linked up with Yo-Yo Ma and recorded on an album with him, and it was a small group of about 9 or 10 people.
My goodness.
And we toured a lot of North America, and then just really got addicted to sort of being on the road and just started doing different gigs, and then word of mouth is kind of how it works. And I was fortunate to really have a good run. Played a lot with the Detroit Symphony and the Michigan Opera Theater here locally, and
that's brilliant.
Musical productions at the Fisher Theater and Fox.
Okay.
Masonic Temple when they were doing musicals there. And then things really sort of took off then when the Seger thing happened in 2006.
So it sounds amazing, and the experience itself. How did you want to come into the Cadieux Cafe and continue the legacy that
August and I met here 20 years ago probably. I was a regular here. I mean, probably too regular. So I just lived down the street. I live in East English Village now for 20 years. And once I moved here and traveling a lot, I never had food in my fridge. Single, would come up here, probably 3 or 4 days a week, would come after my gigs. Because we still do have one of the latest kitchens open on the east side.
Okay.
Always till midnight, except on Sundays. And I would pop in here after my gigs. I'd be in a tuxedo oftentimes coming from the symphony and get a meal. I was shocked when it, became for sale. And I was like, well, I'm already spending a lot of money here. I might as well just
I
buy it.
kept you in
In for a
business
penny,
this
in for a
long.
pound, right?
No, I mean, the owners were great. They were, Ron was a good friend of mine, and
No,
his
they're
nephew
good friends of
Paul.
mine
and
too. I've known those guys. I'm in a
Ron's-
fantasy
Ron's
baseball
son,
league
Robert.
with Paul Mazarakis.
with Paul. Nice.
Thank you.
And they've been, they were so helpful too with the transition when we bought it, and gave us their blessing, which obviously helps at a place like this with so many traditions. And really, I'm only like the third owner. I mean, it was their it was the first family. I forgot their last name, but a Belgian last name, and then the DeVos family, and that now myself.
So now the lanes out here and the feather bowling, that's a huge part of it. And people were like, oh my God, are they going to keep it? Right. Because you never know, right? A new owner, you might, screw that. That's a
funny how
mess.
the rumors that, I promised Ron that I would keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's integral to the whole operation.
And this is very traditional. Is it dirt? Well, how do you describe
I mean,
the
not
track
only is it
here?
traditional. This is the original. Outside of Belgium, that would be all the other places. I won't name them,
and
but
it's like AstroTurf or
it's like rubber.
It's a
like
crap you
putt
see at a
golf.
putt golf place. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not feather bowling,
right.
And there's no slab beneath the lanes. It's just dirt.
That's just dirt. That's
Originally,
just no straight dirt.
It's
that
all
first
dirt.
lane was outside, and then when they added the second lane, they built around it.
Is that just Detroit dirt?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
just
there's some special.
now
There's some
there's
special ingredients.
There's supposed to be like ox blood in there as a coagulant,
It's
but
a
they don't
mixture.
use ox blood anymore. They use I don't know. We're close to
It's a
the
secret.
market.
It's a secret. It's trademark.
There's a crew. We have a crew because I'm in the Tuesday night league. My name was only on the wall once in that plaque over there. I got one win in my 18 years of doing this.
So a
I'm
chemical
not in the Thursday
analysis
night league.
of the dirt that's on these, it would bring
There's a few
back
different
some
components. I
memories.
think there's some quick-crete in there.
Yeah.
There's some kitty litter.
There's kitty litter. I know there's kitty litter in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
And it's all about keeping it so it's not too sandy, but it's not hard as a rock.
Okay.
You want sort of just the right mixture.
Well, you want the stones to roll properly. See,
Well,
there's
and
an art.
the imperfections is part of the game.
Right.
Oh yeah,
You know, knowing where the dips are, knowing where where the rises are.
sure.
And the character of the lanes changes too with the seasons, like more moisture, humidity, no humidity, rainy season. Like, it all it's all coming underneath it. So we installed a sprinkler system that has been working pretty well. We're still tweaking it, but the employees used to have to hose down the lanes every night and
Keep the dust down.
yeah,
to keep the dust down and to keep getting too sandy.
Well, you have cameras now, so you can see.
Yeah, we put in cameras,
and
I think it's worked out. I think people like it. It was a bit controversial at first putting the cameras in, but it enhances the experience, especially for the people who just are playing casually.
The only controversy was with the Thursday night arrogant us that think that everything has to be like it was in 1955.
So how many
We can have
lanes like
cameras.
this?
It's okay.
I'm switching lanes.
How many lanes like this are around the country? I mean, is this a unique? How unique is
this?
this?
Is the only one that's. I mean, this is original feather bowling. This is like they do it in Belgium.
Yeah,
and it's a small sport over there too, or game, whatever you want to call
It's
it.
a Flemish thing.
The
It's not
Flemish,
necessarily-
Western Belgium.
Western Belgium.
Yeah.
And so you go to the bigger cities, people don't even know about it over there. But it's a niche game over there.
And this is the
Much
only
like, what could we compare it to in the States like that?
Well, you've been in the bowling league with me.
Yeah, right.
You know, we did that
Yeah,
together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I'm the
Exactly.
king of the obscure sports. I foal and I feather bowl.
yeah.
And I've won one title in each. And
He
that's
likes games and activities that start with F.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. It's 4-letter ones too. Hi,
mercy
Catherine. How are you?
sakes. Yeah. Woo. Honey.
So we do have active feather bowlers here. You do rent the lanes out. How
Yes.
backed up is it?
We've been trying to do it through Resi, the app Resi
Okay.
for our dining and lane reservations. But it varies. It really varies. We still have a lot of companies come in and have their corporate events here, team building events, especially at holiday times, holiday parties, family gatherings, birthday parties. We've even started to have some weddings here too.
Oh wow.
With the addition of the beer garden outside.
Yeah.
So we get,
Yeah.
I think 250 people out there, 260 people.
Yeah.
Legally, even.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Legally,
Comfortably.
There is a bar out there.
No,
There's
it is.
a
We
garage
got-
bar out there too.
Yeah. There's
That's
I've been to a
the
couple
fire
of the
marshal
music
number
shows.
they gave us. I think it's on the wall out there. So
All right.
260.
That's what it says right there.
Oh, there we
242
go.
and 82.
Oh, 240. Okay.
All right.
Well,
260-ish. Yeah.
All right.
220,
No, that's nice
221,
because
whatever
you've
it
had
takes.
some music like mini festivals and concerts outside, which is great too in the summertime.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun,
I'm
especially
trying to
when the
remember
weather cooperates.
the one there was a tribute for a
Rodriguez.
dude, and
His 80th birthday was here.
Rodriguez's 80th birthday.
Yeah.
That was here. And he passed away, what,
A couple
2 weeks later?
Yeah.
3 weeks later. I was here for that.
That was a good show. And then you've had a few punk rock kind of shows and
We've been trying, vary. Get everyone in who wants to play. It's hard, but we do our best to accommodate.
Much more music since you've taken over.
Yeah,
much more.
Well,
You really ramped that up.
Ron always had great bands here, and it wasn't regularly consistent. And so
This was the home of the Mugs.
More consistent.
on TV
somebody's coming up. Is McCarty and B having a birthday thing?
Yeah,
there?
they are. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
B's
Jimmy McCarty
birthday.
and Johnny B. Badanjic.
Yeah.
From original members of
The
Mitch
Rockets.
Riders.
The Wheels. Detroit.
Wheels.
Yeah. And then they moved on to the Rockets, and I love the Rockets, man. I just love that. Even when Froggy was singing for him, I love the Rockets. Anyway, but yeah, so that's coming up. So people find out about all the shows and everything happening.
Yeah, our website, we keep it updated. I think we have dates posted through April, maybe even May.
All right.
Then our Facebook page is very active as well. Instagram, I'm not as good with that, but Facebook, you can get all the info you need.
Yeah, that's how I knew that today was Spangler and then the
They play
guys.
the last Sunday of every month. RG's group, that plays the last Sunday of every month. Super Crunch is very popular. Our Grateful Dead tribute band. They've been playing there, 20 years, I think.
Okay.
15 years.
Yeah.
They play the last Friday of every month. And then usually some extra shows around the holidays. But they have a great following, great group of guys, friends of ours. Like August said, we have our big Labor Day festival, Muscle Beach Music Festival.
I'm usually occupied that weekend doing another big festival, but that's why I can't make it to this one. But
So John, if there was one thing that you could do here that may not be for the purists, what would it be?
Oh, I'm a Tuesday night beer league guy. I'm not a purist. I'm not change it all. I don't care.
What would you do to make it happy? What is some changes that you would do with the expansion? What have you?
Like unlimited money.
Anything that come to mind over the next couple of years that you may want to do, just to kind of help people understand that it's for Belgium, it's for Cadieux Cafe.
Besides putting in new bathrooms.
Question.
Yeah, well,
Besides new bathrooms.
Before we started the show, we were talking about adding bathrooms out here, which
Besides the bathrooms,
is in the works. It might be possible. I'm having some drawings done to add a third lane. Which it's just tricky. We're kind of landlocked here a little bit, but we had some different drawings going that
Like
way,
an outdoor
or that
lane.
way.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that's structurally possible.
I always enjoy expansion. I always like seeing businesses flourish, but then expand on what they already have. To just expand on what they
Somebody
already
just
have, just
scored.
to make it that much better.
Yeah.
Somebody scored. Yes,
I saw it in the monitor.
Yeah, I saw it over there. But yeah, I love hearing that there are plans to expand.
Definitely.
Yeah, and parking garage. On the other side of that fence.
We're just not sure if it's going to be 3 levels or 4 levels, but
tomato.
Right, fair. No, I really appreciate what you've done here over the past 7 years.
Thank you.
I really have.
Yeah, it's a really special place.
Indeed. Do we have any other Belgian beers you want to try, guys?
I don't know anything
Because
about
there is no Belgian spirit. There's no liqueur or
enjoyed the hell out
Belgian
of that.
whiskey. There's no Belgian vodka. It's just
It's really
beer.
not. I've looked.
Are you a fan of the Belgians?
They're all about
Are you a fan of the Belgians?
A fan?
Yeah,
Belgian
of
beers.
the Belgian
Oh, yes.
beers.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
so what's your what's your go-to on those?
I like Le Fin du Monde, which is it's a Belgian style beer, but it's made in Quebec. Or Montreal, did you say? Is it
Montreal.
It's
Yeah,
Montreal.
outside Montreal.
It's award winning. It's really, really good. It's got a lot of kick to it. I like Stella.
What's the other one we should try? What's one other one that we should try that because I'll drink Stella. But what's something else we should try?
What's that you're drinking right there?
Stella.
That's Stella. Yeah.
So
I've tried Petrus.
we'll send Kat to
Go
get
with
us.
play with the Flemish sours is a whole different taste.
We like
Either
girl,
the Duchess or the Petrus.
Yeah,
think your girl
those are
grab one for
very
us?
popular.
I think she would. Catherine, could you go get us a Petrus, please? Petrus sour? Yes. Yes.
So,
We have a little tasting glass. I'll need one more tasting glass, please. And one glass. Thank you.
All right.
It's
So
like having an intern on the show. It's an upgrade, you know.
she promised she would help.
Yeah, she did.
She's awesome.
She's
We gave
been
her a
wonderful.
button, so she
That's
has
right.
to help. So what's this? It's a sour.
So it's a Belgian, it's a Flemish sour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the kind of beer that I will buy in a holiday pack of like 6.
Oh,
of
okay.
Different Petruses, and they'll have like the cherry, the regular, the dark, and it's always great during the holidays because that's where you can find it. It's usually not on the shelves until the holidays.
So many of these things are
that right back
seasonal and unique.
Yes.
So that one bottle, how many ounces is that? Is a quart, maybe?
Oh, the big boy
42?
here is 75, 9.4 liters.
No,
Fluid ounces.
milliliter. No,
Yeah. What's a pint? It's a pint.
it's a pint.
It's a Euro pint.
22 maybe, 22 ounces probably.
Well, it says 9.4. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's probably around 22 ounces.
Well, they're
22
they're
ounces.
Belgian ounces. They're different. They're
Yeah.
European ounces.
Well, I'm gonna call that probably about 22. But that fella runs like $26.
Yes. Yes.
So
But it
who's
also
your?
gets spread amongst 3 people. No one drinks it by
Right,
themselves. You know.
Not the way I do it. We did. That was nice breaking that up. So as far as access to the Belgian beers, you got a good distributor, somebody you work with that's works with you.
We have a few.
Yeah. You got to hunt and pick and find them, or
I mean, it's their state issued licenses, so we're kind of focused, like limited to who has the licenses and whatnot.
I know that I have a personal.
Michigan's kooky with.
Yeah, I have a
Where and
personal
how you
favorite
get
Belgian, the Delirium Red, which is like a raspberry currant red ale. There's only 2 bars in town that have ever carried it that I've seen. And one of them's Henrietta House in Hamtramck,
Oh, okay.
which also carries exclusively Belgian beers. They don't even carry Miller Lite.
Oh, really?
They're
Wow.
only Belgian beers. Yeah. Oh, all kinds of
One
tasting
glass.
glasses.
We
Oh
got
my
clean
God.
glasses. What the heck?
Why not?
Why not?
We got.
All right, let's switch it up. Well, thanks,
All right.
Cat.
Yeah.
may have
This
needed
is a 5 of 5 on the sour scale, boys. So prepare to pucker up.
Oh,
Bugger. So here's my favorite thing about doing these remotes. I don't have to do laundry when
Yeah, we
we
have
in the
a full bar in
podcast.
our
In the
studio.
podcast.
Oh, really? Nice.
But
Beautiful.
there's no
gotta come
sink
over.
said
or
doing
washing
laundry.
area, so I got to take all the glasses home and do them. And then Colleen kind of knows as to how many glasses I brought home.
how many?
How hammered you are?
As to how bad the shenanigans were. And because our last show we had like 6 people in.
Yeah.
Mike was there.
There must have
And,
been like you were.
And it was like, oh my God. It was like, she's like, how many drinks did you guys have? I go, there were 6 people. There were 6 people. We only did 3 cocktails. It was 6 people.
Not that we haven't had 6 people with the drinks in there on our own, but
I can smell the sour on that.
oh yeah.
All right.
You're
So
ready to go.
what do we know about this? Are these aged at all?
This is an
or-
aged pale, yes.
It's an aged pale. Foeder beer, 100% Foeder. What is Foeder? Foeder.
I don't know about that. I'll defer to August.
No, that's the Swedish stuff. That's different.
Right.
Just it's a culturally insensitive out here.
But it's at 7.3%. It's a product of Belgium. Sour scale at a 5.5.
Pucker up, boys.
Cheers.
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 There we are.
Wow.
I love that stuff.
That's a lot of. Can I see the bottom?
I love that
Please?
stuff.
Thank you.
That's such a
It kind
unique.
of reminds me of like a Jolly Rancher, like a sour apple. Kind of like sour apple Jolly
Could
Rancher.
be. I mean, if that's your reference point as a warhead.
But with your warning of 5 out of 5, pucker up, Buttercup. Not as I thought it was going to be painfully. It is not. It's
some
nice.
of these
it's pleasant.
are,
It's
are
still
fruited
pleasant.
sours. Others are vinegary sours.
This is a fruit.
and
Yeah,
they
the vinegar
hit
would
you
might
different. That's a
hit me.
Duchess.
This
could be a
is this
vinegary
fruited?
sour.
This is
Yeah.
why would you call this more fruited?
That's where I
No,
get an apple from.
I don't think this one calls.
How
it
would
fruited.
you call it?
No, I
fruited?
just call it sour.
You just call it something. All right.
Yeah, everyone's palate's different.
Aged in
Never-
oak, something.
Yeah, if you see like Flemish red, that's a fruited sour. Usually they're cherry.
11.2 ounces.
They did a release of the Duchess cherry here that I came back 3 times that week just for one glass a night. It was so good. So
These?
It's tasty.
I gotta give a shout out to some of the guys in my featherboard league came up to join us. Tim and Dan.
Mac and slide down.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming out.
And Matt, slide down and pan the lanes with the
Yeah, get a
camera.
good look at what we're doing
And people
here.
can kind of see that we're right here on the edge of the insanity. There's all the stones. There's the two lanes.
And they're traveling from one side to the other, so it gets quiet, then it gets loud, and then it gets quiet, and then it gets loud.
People are hopping back and forth playing the things. So yeah, the lanes are right there.
Yes, we do. That's what we get for live TV.
Live
internet TV, at least.
There you go. Perfect, Matt. Thank you.
right.
Yeah, so that's cool. It's I've always loved the cafe. I mean, yeah, we're both East Side boys growing up, so it was just always coming up here. Love it, and this is nice.
So, John, with all of your knowledge and everything that's been going on lately, I already asked what's next, but what do you want to do right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Drink?
All right, see? Proper answer. That's the right response.
I thought it was a trick question.
No.
No, that's great. That's great. Well, this is wonderful, John. Thanks for having us.
No, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it.
This is good beer, good friends, good people.
Fair.
You know,
Cheers,
Cheers,
gentlemen. Cheers.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
so remember to hit like and subscribe on all your socials.
Hey,
right?
always forget
you know
to
what?
do that.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
You know what would be cool
No,
is,
okay, keep it going.
What would
you know
be
what
cool?
I'd like to do? Not right now, but another goal is to broadcast the games, the leagues, like on public access or something.
Now I got to get my play-by-play chops down, right? Right. You're saying I got to get my play-by-play
Yeah, there
chops
you go.
down.
Yeah, you guys, you could be like the commentators.
I'm thinking you could create a YouTube channel
Oh yeah.
for the Cadieux Cafe,
Yeah, we do have
sure.
one. Yeah,
and you can use that as the
tap into,
platform,
like,
and then go
I
from
might
there.
have to reach out to you guys this week and consult on that.
Yeah.
Like what type of gear we need to get.
Oh, those Thursday night guys are going to be all over this shit. They're going to think that they're going to fight over who's going to be the play-by-play, the voice of Cadieux. They are going to those arrogant,
I love it.
those arrogant sons of bitches.
And coming down the lane, stone number 2. Here it comes. Oh my God!
And don't even get me started in the women's league, okay? On Wednesdays. I mean, it's really nice you don't have to play, though. It's kind of cool.
We love everyone.
Yes, I know you do.
Thanks
I
for
know you
that,
guys.
man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all the podcast things in all the podcast places. We're gonna get the heck out of here and have a couple more pints. I'm Jamie Flanagan.
I'm Matt Fox.
I'm August Kitchleck.
Yes.
Hey.
Thanks, everybody.
See you again.
See you guys.